What's up, guys? This is Doma996 here, and today I'm going to be coming at you with a deck profile. And before I go on, I apologize for the extremely bright white light that's coming from my window. It's very snowy out here, so bright light reflects. And anyway, you can learn that in science class. Anyway, I'm coming out with a deck profile today, and it's a very interesting one. I've seen a couple people do it online, but this is kind of my own personal twist on it. I mean, if anyone has any better combos or anything, let me know in the comment section. But, it's a Gorgonic deck profile. Now, these came out in Legacy of the Valiant. I believe they were a new archetype. There were no spell or trap cards to go with it, so really it was only a archetype of 4 monsters. But I think, with other tech cards and stuff, this can be a really good deck. Is it competitive? No, it is not. I wouldn't say it's a fun deck either. Well, it is kind of a fun deck, but you can pull up some really good combos with this. So anyway, on to the profile. First, obviously we start off with 3 Cerberus. Cerberus allows you to... Cerberus, if you happen to have a higher level than 3 monsters, you can change its... Make all right type monsters become level 3. Which is really good. It depends, you know. It has the highest attack of the Gorgonic monsters. So that's really good. Next we run 3 Gorgonic Golems. And Gorgonic Golem, Gorgonic Golem is really good. You want it to be destroyed, basically. Because once you banish it, you can because its effect says you can banish this card, and it'll make a monster that destroyed it attack 0. Which is really good. Also, No, I'm sorry, my fault. When it's destroyed, it makes the monsters attack 0. You can banish this card to target one set spell or trap card, and they cannot activate it this turn. And your opponent cannot activate cards to negate this effect. So that's really good. Next, we're running 3 Gorgonic Ghouls, and Gorgonic Ghoul is actually a really good card because if you happen to have one out in the field, and you happen to have either 1 or 2 in your hand, you can pay 300 life points and special summon it to the field, and bring out some nice rank ones like Doulahan or Lionheart, and it says twice per turn, so if you happen to have both, you can bring out all of them, and bring out any level 3, like Baby Taragan, although I don't think you would play it in this deck. And next, I'm only running 2 Gorgonic Gargoyles. Gorgonic Gargoyle is really a card you don't want to draw that often, because its effect it has a really nice effect. You can, if you normal summon a rock monster, you can special summon this. But that's really all it's good for. You want to special summon this card. You don't want to regularly normal summon this card. So having 3 was kind of a dead draw, so I'm only playing 2. You know, feel free to disagree or not. That does it for the Gorgonic section of the deck. Something a little unusual trying out. I'm running 3 Gilligan Lancer, and Gilligan Lancer is actually a pretty good card. I would not say it doesn't really have a deck that it goes with. I'm mainly just trying this out because I like rank 6s, specifically the ones I'm running. So Gilligan Lancer allows you to special summon it if your opponent controls a monster and you don't. The backdrop is it deals 500 points of damage each. So getting one out's pretty easy. Getting the second one out's a little harder. I might only put it to 2 to make room for another Gorgonic Gargoyle. I don't know. But right now I'm only running 3 because not only running 3, I can only run 3. Where's my brain today? I run 3 because, I believe, that's just a good thing. Since we're going on rock monsters, I'm also running 3 Golems. Golem is a pretty good card because it basically protects itself when it's in defense mode. I like that part of the effect. It protects itself in defense mode once per turn. Next, we're running 1 Go Giant because obviously it brings back Golem. 1 Violent Prism. I mainly just put this in here for 1 tuner monster. I was planning to run more tuner monsters, but I felt like I needed more. The XZs I needed were more important than the tuners. So right now I'm only running 1 Synchro, but it's a really good Synchro, you'll see that. Next we're running a Tour Guide and a Tour Bus. Obviously pull off a combo with the rank 3, bring out Mechlip Angler, Fortune Tune, whatnot. Also doing 1 Crane. If I get most likely if I get another Crane, the Violent Prism will go out because very rarely will I bring out the Synchro monster, but it's a really good Synchro monster, like I said. And just for kickassery, 1 Gia Plate, the Earth Giant. I would say this is a last resort card, especially since the deck mostly runs rock monsters. So it's very easy to keep on the field, and it cuts your opponent's life points in half. How about that? So that is it for the monsters. On to the spells. We're running 2 dualities. You know it's duality. 1 rank down Numeron Fall. Bet you know what's coming there. 1 Blistering Winds. 1 Dark Wall Shackles. 1 Lightning Vortex. 1 Day Apiece. And 1 Mystical Space. Now, as you can see, I'm not really running a lot of spells or traps. It's mainly a monster-heavy deck, but it's really what you need for this kind of deck. Since there are no support cards for it, you really just need to run staples in your deck. Speaking of which, going for 2 D-Prism, 2 Call the Haunteds, Yata Garasu, because sometimes I just want to draw a card, Fiendish Chain, Cruelty Record, pretty good actually, Draining Shield, and Solemn. Solemn, because Solemn is Solemn. I think Solemn shouldn't be running every deck, but it's definitely the card of choice. And now for the extra deck. Like I said, 1 Synchro, and that is Ally of Justice Catastor. Catastor is a really good card because, you know, it basically just blows up anything that it attacks or that attacks it. I was thinking about running other level 7 Synchros because I have some really good ones, but I found that the XZs were more important than the Synchros, so I chose Catastor over all of them because I will rarely bring it out, but again, it's nice to have because it's fucking Catastor. Pardon me. And now on to the reg ones. We will be running a number 39 Utopia Roots, a Ghoster Dullahan, and a 54 Lionheart. 54 Lionheart is actually a really, really good card. I'm surprised more people aren't running it. Now, Dullahan's actually already good because, you know, you can cut a monster's attack points in half. I'm surprised again. Why was this only a rare? Because it seems like everyone's putting in anything that has a level 1 monster. And 39 Utopia Roots. Again, why was this only a rare? I'm baffled about these printing choices, but then again, I'm not complaining. They're easier to get. But yeah, 39 Utopia Roots is actually a really good card because it's able to negate any attack, and if it happens to be an Xyz monster, it gains 500 attack points, and that attack point stays. It's not for 1 turn, it stays. So a rank 4 would already give it 2,500 attack points. That's incredible. And that attack stays, so it can just keep adding on and adding on. It for the rank 1s. For rank 3s, we're running 2 Gorgonic Guardians, because this is basically, I wouldn't say it's the boss monster of the deck, but it's definitely the most important card. A really good effect, actually. It can make any monster's attack point 0 by detaching an Xyz unit, and at will, it can destroy that a monster with 0 attack points. So, it's basically 0 attack, and if you want to, destroy it. That's pretty fucking good. Number 30, Acid Golem with Destruction. Once I get another Gorgonic Guardian, I will probably take this out because it just becomes too problematic, and quite frankly, I don't bring it out that often. Fortune Tune. I usually, whenever I do my Tour Bus, Tour Guide combo, I will bring this out because it allows you to shuffle them back in the deck, and it shuffles this back in the extra deck, and it's a stall card. Very underrated. And now we also running a Shark Caesar. Shark Caesar, I'm glad they made it generic, because otherwise I would not run it in this deck. But it works with any level 3 monster, which is good. 1,800 attack, stats are okay. Its effect allows it to gain any amount of attack points. And cool for that, because the shark counters also stay. So that means you can keep adding up attack points. And it says up to 5 level 3 monsters, so that's pretty cool. We're also running, sorry for the camera, Equipped Engineer, because it protects itself and switches into defense. So that's obviously good. I was thinking about running its Chaos form, but I figured, yeah, it's pretty worthless. Alright. Now for rank 4s. $39 Utopia, I believe that speaks for itself. Black Ship Coin also speaks for itself. And Gaga Cowboy. Usually I'll bring out Black Ship or Utopia. I rarely bring out this guy, but he's fucking Cowboy. He's fucking good. I don't think I need to say anything more about that. Now for rank 6s. And first we're running what I believe is the best rank 6 ever. Photon Strike Bouncer. I was originally going to run 2, but I thought 1 was good enough because I needed room for Utopia. So, I know, some of you are like thinking, that doesn't make any sense. Oh well. And next we're running number 25, Force Focus. I was originally going to put number 6 in this deck, but then I started thinking number 6's main ability is to absorb the attack of the number monsters. And you just saw the number of monsters I have. I really don't have that many strong number monsters, except for maybe Acid Golem. But like I said, rarely I will bring an Acid Golem, and you want that thing in the graveyard, because you do not want it to stay out. But anyway, so I went with Force Focus because it just has better stats, it's easier to get out, it's generic, and it has a pretty nice effect too, and it can negate any level 5 or higher monster effects. And it negates until the end of the turn. That's pretty good, especially with some of the people I play who still run synchros, really powerful synchros. If I run into a Red Nova, that's just the card I want to have out. But anyway, so that does it for the extra deck and a Gorgonic deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was enjoyable. Sorry for the shaky camera and the lighting. I know I shouldn't apologize, but I feel like I'm obliged to. Anyway, this is Noma96, and I will see yins later.